What's up, YouTube? This is Chris with The Modern Tradesman, and we are here today with Unicorn Auto Detail in McHenry, Illinois, and this is Joe, the owner. Say hi, Joe. Joe doesn't talk much. So we're going to be doing a little bit of cleanup work on this 2019 4Runner. Joe's going to show us what it takes to run a business like this and what it takes to get something nasty like this cleaned up and make it look showroom quality. So let's go. Why don't you tell everybody how we're going to get started here?
All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is start to clean the exterior. First order is to rinse it. So we're going to rinse it with the pressure washer, try and get as many of the bugs off, kind of just give it a good rinse, and then we're going to soap it down.
Awesome. While we're doing this, Joe's going to kind of explain the process of cleaning the car and getting it all cleaned up. Where Joe started, how Joe started, what made him get into this. Joe's got a good story, and we're going to get that story to you guys. So we're going to get going with that. Joe, while we're washing this thing down, give us a little bit of your backstory and tell us how did you get into doing some of this stuff and ultimately end up making it your own business?
Cool, yeah. So I worked at a car wash when I was in high school and college. I've always liked to take care of my own stuff. About 5 years ago, I got back into it and I put a simple ad on Facebook in my neighborhood, and I did it out of my garage. And since then, the clientele's built, and I just got to the point where I could make it a business, and from there on it's kind of history.
Did you ever have any formal schooling? Did you end up going to college at all?
So I went to college. I went to Western. I actually still work full-time in local government. I got my undergrad from Western, Illinois, and I got my master's from Aurora, both in rec administration. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what I really enjoy doing, and I just really enjoy the process and then seeing the final results.
On the scene, back out fresh 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 on the scene. Franchise best on the team, 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 back out fresh on the scene.
All right, Joe, so what are we doing now?
So right now we're claying the paint and getting all of the embedded contamination out, like a pore strip for your paint. We're getting everything that's trapped in the clear coat out.
Do you have any certifications for any of this? Or
I am in IGL Master Installer. I'm also part of the International Detailing Association, and I'm a certified detailer through them.
So you're like a black belt?
No, I'd say like a yellow belt.
Yellow belt. Okay.
A yellow belt. Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been doing detailing overall?
I started when I was 17, and I've kind of, as a professional, for probably the last six years, maybe 7 years.
And you're loving every minute of it.
I love coming to work every single day. This is what I look forward to.
All right, Joe. So for somebody who wants to maybe get into something like this and do some detailing, what kind of advice would you give somebody that's looking to get into this?
If they enjoy it and they kind of want to learn their own style, I'd say go check YouTube. They can go kind of learn all of the new techniques. There's probably 100 videos on anything you could think of. So when I wanted to first learn kind of how to get into the modern world of detailing, because I had done it back in the 90s, the first place that I went was YouTube. And Larry Casilla at Ammo NYC was the guy that I watched hours and hours and hours of his channel, went out in the garage and kind of refined my technique, and probably 5 years later I've got a 2,000 square foot shop.
How did you go about getting your name?
So Unicorn, I actually own another business. It's a CrossFit gym, And there was a funny story. One day, one of the kids of a client said, "Joe, you're a unicorn," and it just kind of stuck. And I never wanted to have a name that was like Joe's Detailing. I just feel like that's lame, and I wanted something that was unique and something that people would remember.
What is your favorite part of this job, and what's the most important aspect?
So the most important aspect is just like following procedures that are there. So you're just going to follow step by step to get the job done, and just continuing that, following through on the steps to get the same results.
What was probably the coolest car that you've ever done?
Probably a 2014 Ferrari 458.
Okay, back out fresh on the scene, 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 back out fresh on the scene.
All right, as we can see, the Toyota's clean. I wanted to thank my Unicorn Master, Joe. And his information will be in the link in the description below. Give him a like and a follow over at Unicorn Detail McHenry, as well as my social media for Instagram and Facebook. Give us a like and a follow. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Okay, back out fresh on the scene, back out fresh.
All right, so as you can see, the Toyota's done. Looks fucking great. I don't know why I said fucking. Let's start that over again.
Back out fresh on the scene, back out fresh on the scene.